10 signs she's pretending not to like you, she's testing you, Old Stoic wisdom. Women can be hard to read, especially when they seem to be playing games. If you've ever found yourself drawn to a woman who acts like she's not interested, only to leave you confused, you're not alone. But here's the truth. There are clear signs that she likes you, even if she's pretending otherwise. The key is to stop guessing and start observing. When a woman plays it cool, it's not necessarily a rejection, it's often a test. She wants to see how you respond. Maybe she's unsure, or maybe she's just waiting for you to prove your worth. Either way, it's important to recognize the signals. As a man of strength and wisdom, you must not be swayed by her games. Instead, look for the signs that reveal her true feelings, and learn how to handle the situation with confidence. In this video, we'll break down 10 definite signs she's pretending not to like you, and how you can respond with the power and composure that only a stoic man can show. Stay tuned till the end, and learn how to take control of the situation and elevate your interactions to the next level. Number 10. She treats you differently. When it comes to understanding whether a woman is testing you or pretending not to like you, one of the most telling signs is how she treats you differently from the way she behaves with others. It may seem subtle at first, but once you begin observing her interactions, you'll start to notice patterns. For example, you might find that she becomes overly energetic when you're around, displaying an unusual level of excitement or enthusiasm that isn't present when she's with others. On the other hand, she could become unusually quiet or reserved around you, as if she's holding back, perhaps even trying to make you question whether she likes you at all. This shift in behavior can often feel like a test, a way for her to gauge your reactions and determine how much you're truly invested. Stoic life teaches us that our reactions to such situations should remain measured and composed. Rather than overanalyzing or assuming the worst, the Stoics would advise you to observe without becoming emotionally involved or reactive. This allows you to remain calm and unaffected by any emotional games, staying true to your own values and character. It's important to recognize that her behavior isn't necessarily about you personally, but rather about how she's navigating her feelings. Women, like everyone, can sometimes become hesitant or uncertain in their interactions, especially when they care about someone and fear vulnerability. In modern life, the pace of relationships often accelerates, and this can lead to uncertainty and mixed signals. As men, understanding these signs requires patience and emotional awareness. Being a modern Stoic in this situation means remaining consistent in your own behavior, being confident, calm, and assured. Rather than getting flustered or trying to decipher her every action, remember that your own integrity and emotional control are the most important aspects of your approach. By remaining steady and not reacting to her changing behavior, you signal strength and stability, which are qualities that women often seek in a partner. So when you notice her acting differently, instead of getting frustrated or confused, take it as a cue to stay true to yourself. Watch and wait, knowing that, like any Stoic, the power lies in your ability to remain undisturbed by external circumstances, and your response will ultimately determine the direction of the relationship. Number 9. She makes you wait but always replies. Sometimes, in order to get what we want, we have to settle for less than we deserve. But high-value men never do this. They do not bend or break when faced with a choice that asks them to settle for mediocrity. To them, settling is a betrayal of their own potential and a denial of the life they deserve. As the legendary philosopher Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." A high-value man is the master of his own destiny, and he will never allow himself to fall into the trap of accepting less than he is capable of achieving. In relationships, career, or life in general, he knows his value, and if the situation does not align with that value, he chooses solitude over dissatisfaction. They understand the importance of quality over quantity, and they will not waste their time or energy on things that don't serve their higher purpose. This doesn't mean they are rigid or unwilling to compromise. No, a high-value man knows that compromise is necessary, but it's always done on things that are not essential to his happiness, peace, and success. Compromise is made on the non-deal breakers, the things that won't impact the foundation of his life. Low-value men, however, are the opposite. They are always willing to settle for less than they deserve. They take jobs they dislike. They tolerate relationships that drain them. And they accept the status quo without ever questioning if they can do better. They often accept life's handouts without recognizing their potential to create a life that matches their aspirations. This is the stark contrast between a high-value man and one who has yet to step into his true power. High-value men know that the world does not owe them anything, but they also know they have the power to demand more. In today's world, it's easy to settle, to let fear or complacency dictate your choices. But high-value men, like Stoic warriors, choose the path of strength, clarity, and self-respect. They take control of their future and set the standards for their life. The decision not to settle becomes their habit, their way of life, and it's this unshakable belief in their worth that drives them towards success and fulfillment. This is a lesson every man can learn. You must never settle. You must always demand the best from yourself and the world around you. The question is, will you settle for less, or will you rise to meet the life you truly deserve? If you're ready to stop settling, let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe to receive the guidance you need to elevate your life and become the high-value man you were born to be. And comment, I am a high-value man, if you are also on the way to becoming an upgraded version of yourself. Number 8. She pretends like she doesn't care. One of the clearest signs that a woman is testing your interest and pretending not to like you is when she displays jealousy, especially when other girls are involved. Have you ever caught her acting distant or cold when you mention another girl? This reaction is often a powerful indicator that she's harboring feelings for you, even if she's trying to suppress them. Jealousy, as intense and sometimes uncomfortable as it may be, is an emotion that reveals just how deeply someone cares. When another girl talks to you or shows interest in you, she might mask it with indifference, but deep down, she's feeling the sting of jealousy. This is not necessarily a negative thing, though. It's a reflection of her internal struggle. She's trying to protect herself from getting hurt. At the core of it, she might be afraid of opening up, fearing rejection or emotional pain, and so she pretends that she doesn't care, even though her emotions say otherwise. This is one of the most common ways women communicate their feelings when they're unsure or uncertain, broadcasting signals that are often confused with mixed emotions. You might notice that she stays quiet or seems aloof when you're not talking about her, but once you mention someone else, especially in a romantic context, her reaction might surprise you. She could blush or become visibly uncomfortable, as if the thought of another woman in the picture is unbearable to her. But don't be fooled by her silence. Underneath that cool exterior is a woman who is battling with her emotions. If you're observing this behavior, it's crucial to understand that this is her way of silently signaling that she's interested, even if she doesn't express it openly. In these situations, it's important to tread carefully. If you want to keep her interested, avoid bringing up other girls, particularly those with whom you've had romantic exchanges. Talking about other women in front of her could inadvertently push her away, even if she's secretly craving more of your attention. If you want to know how she really feels, invite her to group events. If she hesitates or seems unsure about joining, it's a sign that she's emotionally invested in you and might be testing the waters before fully opening up. However, don't push too hard. If she follows you after a brief moment of hesitation, you've got your answer. She's interested, even if she's pretending not to be. This subtle dance of emotions, deeply rooted in her fear of getting hurt, is one of the most powerful tests she's putting you through. Pay attention, stay calm, and allow her space to express herself without rushing her. After all, patience and understanding are key to navigating this complex but revealing emotional terrain. Number 7. She gets jealous of other girls. Let me make this clear. Jealousy is one of the most powerful emotions that can reveal a woman's true feelings. If you've ever caught her ignoring you or acting cold when you mention other girls, especially those who seem to get your attention, it's a clear sign. Beneath her facade, she's battling an inner storm, an emotional conflict that she's trying to control. She doesn't want to let her guard down, but when she feels threatened by another woman, her jealousy becomes undeniable. The reason she pretends not to like you is because, deep down, she's afraid of getting hurt. She's testing your boundaries, trying to gauge whether you'll prioritize her or whether she's just another option in your life. Now, I want you to understand this. Like the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. She might test you, she might hold back her emotions, but if you respond with calm strength, like a true Stoic, she'll find herself drawn to you even more. When she shows signs of jealousy, it's a signal, a test of your resolve. Do not falter. The most common way she shows you she cares is by reacting when she sees you talking to someone else romantically. She'll turn red, she'll grow quiet, and you'll see her discomfort, even though she acts like she doesn't care. This is a dance, a power struggle, and it's happening right before your eyes. Understand this well. She's not trying to push you away. She's testing you to see how you respond. This is a delicate situation. If you want to keep her interested and build attraction, avoid talking about other girls in front of her, especially those you've had romantic exchanges with. This is not about manipulating her feelings. It's about showing her that you're strong enough to lead with conviction. When you rise above the drama and handle these situations with the calm wisdom of a Stoic, you'll see the power shift in your favor. Don't let her jealousy be a weakness. Let it be a confirmation that you're in control and she wants more of you. This is your opportunity. Seize it. What should you do here? Try to invite her to group events. If she hesitates, then this is a clear indication that she likes you. Don't push it and don't be a pest. Just continue the conversation. And if she follows you after a short hesitation, then you know for sure that she's into you. Number 6. She teases you by talking to others. When it comes to deciphering the signals a woman sends, number 6 can be a subtle but telling sign. She teases you by engaging with others while keeping her distance from you. Now, this behavior is not a universal indicator, but it does provide a clue. If you're not currently in a conflict with her, and the two of you aren't enemies, this could mean she's testing you. Picture this. She'll engage with everyone around her, casually chatting and laughing, yet when her gaze meets yours, she'll offer a smile and walk away, as if you're both strangers, even though the connection is clearly there. It's almost as if her body wants to reach out, but her mind pulls back, sending mixed signals. It's a little game of cat and mouse. She wants your attention, but is unsure if you'll respond in the way she hopes. She's trying to test your reaction. In a world filled with distractions and instant connections, these subtle tests can be her way of seeing if you're really paying attention. In modern relationships, this behavior could also be a way of figuring out whether you'll make the effort or let her slip away, creating the emotional tension that drives curiosity and longing. It's her way of seeing how strong your interest is without her having to directly ask for it. In these moments, don't mistake her teasing as disinterest. Rather, see it as a challenge. By acknowledging her without chasing her and maintaining your own composed and confident demeanor, you can show her that you're not easily rattled by her mixed signals, which will make her respect you more. She's testing you, but the question is, are you strong enough to rise to the challenge without losing your cool? If you respond with poise and patience, you'll let her know that you're not one to be played with, and that, in itself, is often the key to passing her little tests. Will you stay calm? Come on. Our high-value men comment, I stay calm in every situation to remind each other. Number 5. All her friends know about you secretly. Girls talk about many things within themselves. When a woman is pretending not to like you, but you sense that something deeper lies beneath, pay attention to the subtle signals that might be hidden in plain sight. One powerful clue is this. All her friends know about you, yet she rarely engages with you directly. Girls talk about many things within themselves. And if she's truly interested, we can bet dollars to donuts that she's already told her friends all about you. They might not just know your name, they'll know details, your likes, your dislikes, the way you speak, your gestures. What's crucial here is how her friends treat you. They'll greet you with familiarity, even warmth, like they've known you for ages. This is the true sign that she's keeping her feelings concealed. Her friends will smile, chat, and act as though they've been briefed on your every move. Why? Because she's talked about you to them, but has yet to summon the courage to tell you directly. If she's an introvert, the revelation may be limited to just her best friend, but that's enough. It's a telltale sign that the walls she's built around her emotions are not as solid as they seem. A woman testing you is like a storm testing the strength of a tree. It bends, but it doesn't break. Take a step back and observe. The Stoic wisdom of Marcus Aurelius teaches us the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Her avoidance is not the end of the road. It is a challenge to your resolve, a test to see if you will chase after her or maintain your composure. Like a true Stoic, you must meet this test with calm and clarity. Stand firm. Don't push too hard, but don't retreat either. Let her come to you, and when she does, it will be with certainty that her feelings have been tested and you have withstood. This is the power of understanding modern Stoicism in relationships. Stay steady, observe the signs, and remember, testing moments like these are opportunities, not obstacles. Number 4. She likes your posts but rarely comments. When a woman likes your posts but rarely comments, it's easy to assume that she's simply not interested. However, in reality, her behaviour often reflects something much deeper. An old Stoic truth about the human heart, where fear of vulnerability keeps one's true feelings hidden. Perhaps, like many others, you post about your business achievements, your general outlook on life, or just an honest reflection of your day. And she, quietly observing, likes your posts, subtly acknowledging her interest in you without ever putting herself out there too much. Why does she do this? It's because she fears that by commenting, she might appear desperate for your attention, or worse, give away her feelings too easily. According to Marcus Aurelius, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is precisely what she's doing, hiding behind a simple like rather than a comment. And in doing so, she avoids the vulnerability that would come with exposing her emotions too openly. Her actions speak louder than words, though. When she likes your posts, she's giving you her approval, signalling her interest without directly admitting it. In this subtle game of attraction, she's testing you. It's a psychological dance where she wonders if you will notice her likes and make the first move. However, as in the Stoic philosophy, this situation is a reminder that we should not be swayed by fleeting judgments or appearances. She's not asking for validation. She's quietly observing, holding back from seeking your attention directly, while testing how you respond to her passive interest. But what does this mean for you in real life? It's essential to recognize that her behavior is not a rejection, but rather an invitation to engage deeper. In relationships, we often hesitate to show our vulnerability, yet it's in revealing our true feelings that we create the deepest connections. If you've noticed her liking your posts, it's a sign of her silent approval, but it's also a challenge to you. Will you step up, recognize the subtle cue, and take the opportunity to engage her more directly? By doing so, you create a space where vulnerability can be met with honesty and trust, ultimately forging a stronger bond. So pay attention to the little things, like the quiet gestures of interest that might not be as obvious as a comment. Don't let them go unnoticed. Take the time to respond to her in a way that opens the door for a deeper connection. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed this type of behaviour in a woman you've been interacting with? How did you respond? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story could help others understand the quiet language of attraction better. Number 3. She will indirectly seek your opinion on things. Women feel secure getting advice from someone they secretly admire. She will often ask for your input on things that seem insignificant, but may be deeply meaningful to her. The truth is, She's not just looking for advice, she's trying to see how you respond, to gauge your wisdom and emotional stability. When a woman secretly admires a man, she tends to believe that his words hold a certain kind of magic, something she can apply to her daily life to improve herself. It's as if the man's thoughts have a profound impact on her choices, and this draws her closer. Whether she's dating someone else or not, if she starts sharing personal problems or seeking advice from you, this is a significant indicator of her interest in building a deeper connection. The modern Stoic would know that this is not just about the advice. It's about demonstrating emotional resilience and offering guidance in a calm, balanced manner that can help her navigate life's challenges. However, don't be fooled by her attempts to mask her true feelings. She may still pretend not to care or act indifferent, but behind that facade is a woman who is testing you. She's observing how you respond to her subtle cues, how you manage the power dynamic, and how your actions align with your words. Remember the words of the great philosopher Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your ability to remain poised, unaffected by her testing, shows emotional strength and self-assurance, qualities that are highly attractive to any woman seeking stability in a partner. In real life, you can observe this behavior in countless scenarios. Perhaps at work, a woman comes to you for advice on a personal issue, asking for your thoughts on something that seems minor, but is actually a window into her deeper thoughts. Or in social settings, she might seek your opinion on topics like books, movies, or even life decisions, subtly testing your compatibility. The key is to pay attention to these small moments and recognize them as signs of a deeper attraction. As a modern Stoic, you should meet these moments with calmness and wisdom, showing that you are not only someone she can trust, but also someone who has the strength to lead and support her. Number 2. She stopped herself from being overly expressive. When a woman holds back her expressions, it's often a sign she's trying to suppress her true feelings, especially if she's attracted to you. In these moments, she'll keep her words carefully measured, avoiding any hints or overt displays that might reveal her emotions. It's as if she's keeping a shield up, not wanting to share too much of herself. The reason behind this is often rooted in her hesitation to make the first move or, more likely, her fear of vulnerability. Some women hold back because they're simply shy, fearing that opening up might leave them exposed, or, even worse, hurt if their feelings aren't reciprocated. The emotional vulnerability of expressing affection can be overwhelming, and so she opts to hide her true sentiments, preferring to stay guarded. It's a delicate dance she's performing, balancing the desire to express herself with the need for self-protection. This behavior could also be a test, a way for her to see how much you'll pursue her or how much effort you're willing to put in. She's testing whether you're genuinely interested or just passing time, carefully observing how you respond to her subtle signals. In modern life, especially when relationships are becoming more complex with online interactions and digital communication, it's easy to misread or overlook these subtle signs. However, understanding this behavior through the lens of Stoic wisdom can help you approach the situation with patience and clarity. The Stoics taught us to be patient with our emotions and to focus on what's within our control. If she's holding back, don't rush the process. Let her take her time to feel comfortable. The key here is not to push her or make her feel pressured into revealing her feelings prematurely. Stoicism encourages us to remain steady, even in uncertain or emotionally charged situations, and to respect the boundaries others set, whether knowingly or unknowingly. In relationships, and particularly when navigating early stages of attraction, it's essential to respect the pace of the other person. Let her come forward when she feels safe and when she's ready to express herself. If, over time, she begins to open up and share more of her emotions, it's a sign that you've earned her trust. Until then, maintain your composure and don't overstep her boundaries. As in all relationships, mutual respect and understanding are crucial. The Stoic approach is to focus on what you can control, your own actions and responses, and not to get overly attached to outcomes. In this way, you maintain emotional balance, and you create a space where she can eventually feel comfortable enough to share her feelings. Remember, emotional openness takes time, and patience is often the most powerful tool in any relationship. Number 1. She has your back, even behind you. When a girl has strong feelings for you but refuses to admit it, she'll do her best to support you whether you're there or not. She will not make a show of it, but she will never shy away from taking a stand for you or pulling some strings to get you out of trouble. She may not express her feelings directly, but her actions speak volumes. She'll subtly support you in moments when others might abandon you, standing up for you when no one is watching. This is not about showing off. It's about her quietly proving to herself that you are worthy of her loyalty. When you make a mistake, she won't point fingers or let others know it was your fault. Instead, she'll cover for you, claiming you didn't do it on purpose. It's her way of seeing if you can handle challenges with grace, much like a Stoic philosopher would, remaining steady in the face of adversity. Do not mistake this for weakness. It is a powerful test of your character. She is watching how you respond to the complexities of life, waiting for you to prove that you are emotionally grounded, capable of rising above circumstances. The Stoic understanding of life, such as the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, teaches us that we must not be swayed by external circumstances. Your worth is not defined by whether a woman admits her feelings for you, but by how you carry yourself with honor and strength, regardless of the situation. This is where you show your resilience. When she is silently supporting you, remember that your reaction should be one of quiet confidence and gratitude. Do not be driven by the need to prove yourself, but by the inner peace of knowing that you have already done so. In moments like this, remember, true power is not in seeking validation from others, but in holding your own, regardless of their actions or words. If you respond with emotional balance and understanding, you will pass the test and stand out as someone who not only can handle life's challenges, but can also guide others through them. So, when she supports you from behind the scenes, know that she is not only testing your ability to handle the moment, but also your capacity for true leadership and emotional mastery. Stay steady, remain stoic, and never let external forces shake your resolve. This is your challenge, and it is yours to conquer. Prove that you can rise to the occasion. Show her your power not through words, but through actions, grounded in the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. You can make this moment yours. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope this video gave you some valuable insights into understanding how women may test your interest, especially through the lens of old Stoic wisdom. Remember, it's important to look for more than just a few signs before jumping to conclusions. Patience and clarity will always guide you in the right direction. My advice to you is simple. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Make sure you've observed enough to understand her actions clearly. Once you have enough evidence, approach her with confidence and see where it leads. Before you go, be sure to check out the video recommended on the screen right now. It will reveal 8 dirty ways women try to manipulate men and how to avoid them. Trust me, you'll want to know this. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more content. Thanks again for watching. Stay wise and take care.